Let's record. I said this is episode 234. The fucking camera's hot, the mics are hot, and this is episode 234 of the No Hangover podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, rate across all platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Apple Podcasts, and we're on Spotify. Check us out on the socials on Instagram at No Hangover Podcast and on TikTok at No_Hangover. We got a familiar face in the house. The one and only Mike Lowe was good, dog. You already know it's gonna be some fucking enlightening conversation when we get together and shit like that. So, how you been, man? It's been a few months since we had you on.
Yeah, bro. I just been grinding, bro. Honestly, bro, staying focused. You know, as a young man, you feel me, was going through a lot of stuff that I had to get some clarity in my life, and it kind of just helped me stay focused and get on a track that is healthy for myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I can honestly say I've been pretty well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Thriving. I see you, dog. I see you doing your thing, and you know, seeing people that you fuck with that are close. You know, it's good to see that shit. I feel like it's motivating too. So.
Yeah. And you know, it take time to get there, bro. We talking about this before.
Yeah.
We recorded, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had moments where I was sleeping in my car like a year or two ago. You know what I'm saying? And didn't know, you know, I still was hustling and doing my thing, but life was just haymaker in my ass. That, like, I was found myself in situations that could have been avoidable. Didn't have to be there, but the fact of the matter is I was there for my own choices. And I definitely learned a lot of lessons, but it really helped me focus in. Like, sometimes you need those struggles. You need that, not oppression, but that adversity to really either catapult you or at least get you going where it's, like I say, something healthy for yourself. Yeah. A lot of us get caught up in unhealthy lifestyles or unhealthy habits. You know, I'm not really here to say what's right or wrong because, you know what I'm saying, who am I to judge? Yeah. But we can all agree that there's healthy and unhealthy shit that we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta find what's healthy for yourself, bro.
For sure. And definitely, like, you know, like you said, just kind of stepping out and fucking trying to figure shit out. And sometimes it feels like things get worse before they get better. You know, like you said, you find yourself in certain situations, kind of things just kind of don't bounce your way, certain things. And it's just like, what the fuck? But, you know, that's kind of what's going to show you if, you know, you really want that shit or not. Like, what type of lifestyle you want, what are you willing to settle for? What are you not willing to settle for more so? And kind of like, just what do you want for yourself?
And we all know what we want. You know, like, even if we don't know what we want exactly, like, everybody has a standard of where they think they should be.
For sure.
Where they think they should go. And the thing about that is that you either be it, or if you don't become it, then you automatically put in space and time between where you are and where you think you need to be. Yeah. So now you got this distance that where you feel like you need to improve and shit. Yeah. When the fact of the matter is now or never. You know what I'm saying? You either be it, you can't think it. Like, we get confused and caught up in who we think we are, not what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I just heard a quote.
Two different things.
Yeah, I just heard a quote that I'm about to fuck it up a little bit, but like you are what you do, not what you say you're gonna do.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, damn. Like,
and it's just like you don't see things as they are. You see things as you are. Yeah. You know, everything you see it on a reflection of how you see yourself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, you have to be. You know, you have to embody, you know, who you think you are, not just think it. You know.
So at what point for you was that, like, you know, you say you're sleeping in cars and shit, you know, find yourself in situations.
I bring it in car. I called a cop. No, cause when I was real young, like 18, bro, I done broke in like abandoned houses and slept in them for real. Like I done been through a whole bunch of shit, bro. But yeah, like
even like you were saying, you have to already be in that mindset before you're in that environment or where you see yourself or that vision that you see yourself. So at what point were you like, all right, like, I'm going to put myself in that mindset, even though physically I'm not where I want to be, you know, whether it's financially, you know, having a place, to, you know, whatever that is for you, in that moment when you're still in that shitty situation, like how are you maneuvering?
Well, I'm almost 30. I'm 29, bro. So I done had a lot of ups and downs in my 20s as a young man without a father and without guidance. So, but in what was the last straw, what broke the camel's back, was just when in those situations that I'm realizing, one, I'm getting too old. It's the same shit. Like I had to look myself in the mirror. But in those moments, bro, when you feel that fire, bro, you're not thinking about where you should be and stuff. Like there's no time to think about shoulda, coulda, woulda. All there is now. Like that fire is on your ass. Like so, it's in those moments you're just thinking about how I can do better. You know what I'm saying? Like you get a goal, you get a vision on where you need to go, and you just lock in on that. You know, like that's how my mind operates. But personally, when I go through tough times, I usually, they usually don't beat me. Like, I usually overcome them. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit. Well, I mean, you
so, that's how I realized it, though. You know, just in those moments that it's no other option. You know what I'm saying? It's one way for me. It's like forward.
You can either fucking get this shit done or fucking...
Yeah, it's either get right or you don't. Like, sometimes you got to give up your attachment to ideas, beliefs, things. Like,
and it's funny because I've been talking about that. Like, I feel like that's come up in a few conversations that I've had, that like people get attached to like the idea of how their life should be going and like how the journey should be and like how things should look, and get attached to a plan instead of just getting attached to the vision and fuck how I get there. Like, as long as I'm doing, and obviously you don't want to be doing people dirty and shitting on people, but you know, don't get so caught up on how it looks like. Just get there. And then, you know, once you get there, then you can, you know, worry about, you know, the little, like, the luxuries of being able to worry about how things look and, you know, everything going according to plan. But I feel like especially when you're at that point where it's like, I gotta get to this level, I gotta get to this point, like, fucking hustle. It doesn't matter what job you work, it doesn't matter, you know, what, you know, I guess, like, the people that you have around you, like, get that shit done, and then you can kind of figure out the rest and things like that.
A lot of people, they get caught up in just in their mind. They get caught up in delusion, bro. Like, you gotta do it, bro. Nike said it best, bro. Just do it, bro. And it's like people be on their phones. It's so much other things to do that people get caught up in. You know what I'm saying? That keeps them, the
distractions, like, that you were saying.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people understand like what it takes to have more than the average, or to be like different.
To be above average.
Because most people who got motion, most people who got shit going on, they'll make it look easy. They don't understand what it takes to get to this. Like the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like
the trial and error to figure out what's gonna work for you.
A lot of it's sacrifice, bro. Like you got to give to get. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just the law of the universe. Like if you, one thing like with pertaining to money is like a lot of people be fear based when it comes to money. Like you can't be afraid to lose money. You can't be afraid to spend it because like you holding on to it is not gonna bring you more. You know, you gotta let that shit go and come it back. You know what I'm saying? Like when you live in fear with the money, all you're gonna do is find yourself in situations to remain feeling like you need to hold on to it. You're never gonna get more. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't believe you can get more. That's why you're holding it so tight. That's why you don't want to spend it. You don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you believe that you had abundance, you believe it'll be coming to you, you'll be quick to spend. I ain't saying be spending on some stupid ass shit.
Yeah, you gotta be smart.
I'm saying shit that's like,
that's gonna be beneficial.
Yeah, like okay, so you sit here tripping and feeling a way about spending money about this, but sit here and buy a fucking supersized menu fucking burger and not think twice about it. Or you sit here and buy a subscription or something.
Consumerism. Like they're just worried about buying something. And I feel like a lot of people deal with that because I've had that sometimes where you just want to spend money just because. Like I know I don't need to buy anything. I got food at home. Like I'm good. Everything's good. But like you just get that itch to want to spend because I feel like it's kind of gotten ingrained into your, you know, again, the consumerism of just you go get something, go buy something. There's constantly like advertisements that are being blasted towards you for food or for you know, clothes or for, you know, you need to get this. Oh, you need new tires? Oh, we have fucking everything. Is just,
you still got to choose the
for real,
consume it.
And that's what people choose, and then wonder why, like you were saying, like why the money's not really doing anything for them.
Right.
It's like, well, because you're not really investing it in things that can do things for you.
Right. 100%. Or even having like a lot of people spend money just on. They just don't think. They don't really think about the shit that they're buying.
I mean, like a phone.
Adds up.
That new fucking. We were just talking about that. iPhone 17 comes out. Like I have a 14, and that shit works the fucking same. Like, but there's people that feel like they need to get the new iPhone every year and like get the newest thing every year. When it's like the thing that you have right now works perfectly fine. Right. You just want to spend money, and like, what is that new iPhone gonna do that your last one couldn't do for you already? Right. Like real shit. And you know, again, to your point, like people just be spending it on silly shit and then wondering why. You know, I can't make
money
anything
to make
back.
Money, bro. That's a fact, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I would give advice to people. Like, don't be afraid to spend the money. Like, figure out something you can invest in. Figure out something that can give you a return and hustle it, bro. It don't matter what it is, bro.
For real.
Like, it don't matter what it is.
For real.
Like, it could be, I mean, they got people out here doing, you know, like, free, you know, like, non-profit organizations hustling it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That like you got people out. It's different hustles, bro.
Yeah.
You just got to figure out yours. You know. See, because it's money out here to be made, bro.
Especially now. I mean,
it's easier said than done. I get that.
Yeah. I mean, it does take a certain mindset. Like, I mean, we were talking about it before. Like, you know, that shit is not for
in adversity.
Yeah, going out and doing things on your own and making your own money is not for the weak. Like, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be able to pull yourself out of you know, having a bad day, having a bad week, you know, whatever, and like be sure of yourself. And a lot of people are just not sure of themselves. Yeah, no. And it reflects. You know, people are gonna show you what they think of themselves, subconsciously. Mm-hmm. And it's wild how, like, you know, people don't really catch on to that. Like your own self, like a lot of just people themselves don't catch on to their own behaviors and like what they're projecting out into the world and shit. Right. And
all that's by design.
For sure.
So, you know, it's all systematic too.
At this point, I mean, control is what most people want. Control, power. I mean, I think they're one and the same at this point. But you know, the higher ups, the elites, those people, they want to have as much control, as much power as they can, because that's what's they're gonna dictate how the fucking world works, how the world runs. Imagine, you know, people talking about, oh, if I was king of the world, it's like, well, these people actually are. You know, there's a small selection of people that are, you know, making things move and shake and making things happen that is gonna have a ripple effect that affects millions upon millions of people in a certain, you know, area and even more than that. So it is, you know, if you're not right in your own mind, imagine the type of power, if you get that type of power, like what you would do with it. People think that they would just be like, oh, well, I would be so good and so righteous. Right. It's like, probably not. You'd probably be doing the exact same shit that those people are already doing. Like it takes us like a certain, and especially on that level, a certain type of person to, and I think once you get to that certain mindset, like you understand that it's not about power, it's not about control and all this other shit. So you'll never really see somebody with that mindset get to that point, because somebody that gets to that point is fucked up in the head. Like they have like deep rooted issues that they feel like they need to control the world. Right. Fucking a dude that's wise and knows what's going on, they don't control his fucking.
Well, control
of yourself is important, but controlling of everybody else is secondary. Like it's elementary in a sense.
Well, it all comes down to fear and love, right? Because control is rooted in fear. When you want to control something, it's because you're afraid of the outcome. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And one thing about people who are in control, the elite, whoever you want to call them, they operate out of fear, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So they don't operate from love. You know what I'm saying? And when you operate out of fear, you have the need to control stuff. You see this a lot in like relationships and just everyday people. Like when a girl always want to see your phones, or the dude always want to see your phone. Like that need to control is a fear of an outcome that you may not want to happen.
Most times, you know there's people scared that they're gonna get left or some shit like that, or get, you know, heartbroken, cheated on, some shit. But it's like,
and the way fear works is like when you operate out of fear, your outside will create your inside, and when you operate out of love, your inside will create your outside. Mm-hmm. So it's like what happens. Like a lot of people end up when they move out of fear, they end up creating scenarios in their head based out of fearful outcomes, and when they play it so much, they'll start to believe it.
Yeah.
And act like it's true. Like these scenarios.
Yeah.
Whole time, bro. It's like you made that whole thing up in your head.
For real.
Like, let's like that girl ain't even doing nothing what you just said. Or that dude ain't even cheating on you, girl.
Yeah.
Like you moving from fear and trauma, create scenarios.
I was just
you ain't even asked him what he was doing.
Yeah, I was
you
just about to say
assumed it.
That people just
see how fear works.
People will just run with narratives because it makes sense in their head. When it's like,
that's how
just
fear
because
works.
it makes sense in your head doesn't mean it's actually happening.
Shit don't even make sense. If you really look at it, it don't even make sense.
For real.
You know,
once you start saying that shit out loud, you're like, oh fuck.
You actually have discernment, or you replay it like, man, I was tripping. Like that really don't even make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like when you live out of fear and stuff, these scenarios you be wanting them to be true. Like it's hard, especially people who've been through a lot of stuff with trauma. You know, they don't want to feel tricked. They don't want to feel one up on. They don't want to feel taken advantage of.
Yeah.
I'd be damned if you get me. So I'd rather be wrong about your ass than you get me. Like that's how fear works.
Well,
you know
I mean, the fear of looking dumb and like you said, getting got
out of love, bro. And love is more than emotion. It's an energy. It's a way of life. It's unconditional, bro. Bob Marley, hippies, all they are trying to tell us about this.
Well, I think
Martin
it's a conscious decision too. I think a lot of people think like just see love as like just as an emotion and just as a feeling, but that shit is a conscious decision.
And
as
all
well.
there is love. It's like God is light, light is love. You see what I'm saying? So fear only exists because you create it.
Yeah.
It don't actually exist without you. It's all there is love until your ass come around and create fear.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. It ain't really there. It's you. It's like you go about you turn off the lights and it's dark. Why are you scared? You create that. You're afraid. It's the same situation if the lights was on.
Yeah, it's the same shit that's going on.
But you're afraid. You see how you choose that, you create that. But when you operate out of love, you have no fear. It's nothing to be worried about. You're good, you're sound, you're safe, you're secure. And it's like I'm reading this book, and one thing it was teaching me about so all there is light. What you see right here is condensed light. It's slowed down light. The vibration has slowed down so much that it became solid. That's why you see this. But the light that we see is actually seeing inside of us. Like, you're not seeing reality. Reality is seeing you. And then you'll process it. I'm going to explain. Your brain, you have your eyes, which is directly connected to your brain, correct? Mm-hmm. The light is then travels and processed to the back of your brain, right? Where it's processed through the visual cortex, all right? Once that light is processed, it's then projected into space and time. And that's what you see. Mm-hmm. So you see things based off of you. You don't see things for what they are. Yeah. You see them, everything based on how you are.
Your perspective.
And so that's why, so with that being said, all there is light. God is light, and light is love. That's all there is. Everything else we make, we add, we put the fear. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why a baby can sit here and be in this motherfucker with snakes, all type of shit.
They don't know anybody. Yeah,
they don't be afraid till you show them, you give it to them, you give them the fear. Like, this shit is taught. You're taught to not only be stupid, you're also taught how to be afraid.
Well, that's like, because that's something that with the babies, like when the babies fall.
We gotta deal with source and realize that we pick up. We're like, as from birth to now, bro, we're picking up shit. And it's about remembering who you are. And how you remember who you are is by letting go of who you think you are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You got to deal with the source. You know what I'm saying? We don't be dealing with sources. We be dealing with ego, everything that's an attachment from where it came from.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm trying to tell you.
For sure, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so you got to deal with source. And what the source is love. Everything else you put on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you got to peel that back.
Yeah.
You got to peel them layers back until you find out who you really are. And when you do, you'll realize you were always that. It's that child in you. You see what I'm saying? It's like you got to die 1,000 times, bro. You're constantly peeling the layers back just to discover who you think you are, to realize that you're not that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all love, bro.
Well, I think that's like kind of going back to what I was saying before about people kind of like getting too attached to like the journey and their idea of things is that when people start finding out that they're not who they thought they were, then they kind of shift. It shifts their whole fucking like, oh my god, like they don't know. Oh, like they get very insecure and like very like questioning everything and things like that, which I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, to your point, that's signs of growth. Like when you're getting to a point of like, oh man, like starting to question things and trying to figure things out and like, really getting to like to the bottom of something is like you peeling a layer off and you again really trying to figure out who you are as a person, like what's gonna bring the love, bring the happiness, not only to yourself, but like how you're going to project that shit out. And people get scared at a certain point and then they just stop. It's like, oh, okay, I don't want to peel any more layers. Right. And then that's when you see people stuck just being the same person, doing the same shit for fucking 20, 30 years. And it's like, damn, like grounded, that shit is like, that seems exhausting.
You have to stay grounded because when you're living fearful, bro, you got to remember you're safe, you're good. It's all in your head. You know what I'm saying? The reality is that you're okay.
Yeah.
It's nothing to be. We create this, but we don't be operating out of love. We operate out of fear.
That's kind of, but because I was about to say, with like
more love in the world
with babies, like when they fall over, like you don't want to like run up to them and go, oh my god, like you guys just let them chill and get up, and like when you run up to it and show that you're scared and you're fearful, that'll project onto the baby. So then when they fall or do things like that, they're getting programmed and trained to cry and like show fear. And like if you just let the baby fall and all right, you good, get up, bro. Dust it off, and keep on crawling or walking, whatever the fuck you're doing. And but to your point, it is subconsciously your parents program that type of thought process and that type of emotion onto their kids.
The parents either though. It's also society. Everything is fear based. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you don't pay this, you're getting this done to you. You know, it's like if you eat too much, this happens to you. Like it's all fear based. Like even with the apps, like they, it's bright red. Oh, your payments needs to be updated. Like it reminds you, bright fucking red. Like they're attacking us, bro. Yeah. And it's either you're operating out of fear or love, period. And the courts, the big people with money know this, so they use fear tactics, subtle fear tactics, to attack how they're attacking our brain, bro. The brain is very simple how it operates. It's very instinctive. It's very fight or flight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's very neutral. And they attack that, bro, through fear. You know what I'm saying?
They get people acting primal and shit.
Yeah, bro, and it's just heavy, bro. Like we got to stop being afraid. We got to learn how to deal with our fears, and it's tough because the phones it's full of fear. Yeah, there's no love, bro.
How do you think? Obviously,
we're missing out on love, bro.
How do you think that, like, you
And hang on, let me tell you what love is, bro. It's unconditional. It's an energy. It's understanding. It's understanding that you a man and I'm a man, bro. We both make mistakes. And just because you make a mistake different than me, that means I still have to have understanding for you. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like people, you do something to them, but like love don't change, bro. Yeah. You can still create boundaries, bro.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? To protect yourself. No one's saying be boo-boo the fool. Yeah. But a lot of people, bro, they love is so conditional.
For sure.
It's not deep. It's not
very transactional. It's very like, you do this for me and I love you. I do that for you.
It doesn't transcend reality. It's like, it's very material. And that's why a lot of people be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out here to show genuine love, bro. But it's just, it's under attack, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say, bro. We're under attack, bro. Everybody wants your attention.
Yeah.
You know? And, bro. So, like I said about the light, the light coming into your brain and you're processing it to the back of your brain until it's moved to the prefrontal cortex. That's where it's then projected into reality. So, that means you're either operating this light that we see, this from the sun, from all this, the light, you're either processing it out of love or fear. And if you see the world out of fear, what type of life you think you're getting? If you're a fear-based human.
Scared.
And if you're not living out of love.
Scary ass world. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's going to be in this, people live in fear.
Yeah.
It's fearful, bro. You'll be surprised, bro. Oh, shit. You'll be surprised how afraid people are, bro. And just how their decisions are made out of fear, not love.
Yeah.
It's all like most people's decision is made off of knowing.
Yeah.
And if you got to know to do something, that's fear. In the Bible, they told us there was a good story about Peter walking on water. He walked on water. It wasn't until he looked down that he started to sink. What does this story tell us? If you really believe you was walking on water, why'd you look down?
Yeah.
He couldn't believe it, so he had to look. He had no faith.
Yeah.
And he started to sink. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you can't deny it or hide. Like your behavior speaks what your mind is saying. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a certified street psychologist. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got no degree from a damn university, but I've been through so much shit in life. I done picked up on so much game and human behavior and patterns and thought processes that I'm certified, bro. Like I understand the human mind pretty well. Like not to say like I'm some fucking like I don't need credentials, bro. Like I know a lot, bro, about the mind.
Well, I mean,
bro.
I think it. I agree.
And-
like, I don't think it. Like, once you've lived a certain amount of time in this world, or you've gone through a certain amount of things by a certain point, like I think, like most people start understanding like how the human mind works and things like that. But again, people won't barely try to apply it to themselves. So like, because you know they're worried about whatever outcome or what the truth that they're gonna find out. So then they'll just kind of pretend like, okay, well, playing dumb essentially.
Right.
And a lot of people play dumb to protect themselves, but at the end of the day, it does hinder you because you're again stunting your own growth as just a human being and trying to, this world can be a fucked up place, but this world can also be a fucking beautiful place. But you have to be able to.
Well, this world is fucked up and it's evil and it's cold, but you're not this world. Remember, you don't have a soul. You are a soul.
Yeah.
You have a body.
Mm-hmm.
You're not this earth. This earth is evil. This world is cold. It is, but you're not that.
Yeah.
Remember that. You're more than that.
And that's what. And that's
you can't get attached to this world. You're not this world.
But that's the things that make this world beautiful is that we're able to project that into the world, but people will not let themselves.
It all goes back to what I was saying about the light. When you see the world through love, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you operate out of fear, you get attached to the world.
Yeah.
You start to become, and you operate. You don't realize that you're not the world.
Yeah.
You're love. You're a cosmic light, divine, sacred. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. The body is just a vessel for the soul.
You have a soul. You are a soul who has a body. You're not a body with a soul, and we get caught up to our flesh.
Yeah.
Which is Satan. That's all Lucifer. Anything that has to do with the physical, the material, that has everything to do with Saturn, the planet Saturn and Lucifer, bro. The attachment. And it's like that's why when you fast, that's how you strengthen your spiritual discipline. You can't be too spiritual when you're attached to the material world, because everything with the material world has everything to do with the devil. God don't got nothing to do with this world. It's just here as an experience for the time being. Lucifer here forever. That archetype that belongs in our mind. Lucifer ain't a man like a real thing. It's an archetype. It's the beast in us. You know what I'm saying? It's as above, so below. Like you can't have divineness without dark, light without dark. You see what I'm saying? Lucifer isn't inherently necessarily bad. It's just this is his world, and anything can go. The darkest things happen on Earth. You see what I'm saying? The most atrocious activities happen here, and that's responsible for Lucifer. Ain't got nothing to do with God. You see what I'm saying? And that God ain't nothing but the higher self, our higher selves of that archetype. Yeah. But my point is saying that, bro, we got to get rid of the fear, bro, because this is a hell's world. It's a horrible world, and if you don't understand that you're not that, you must be in the world, not of it.
Yeah.
You can't get attached to your flesh, bro, because you're gonna live in fear. That's all you can do. God, you're so much more than this body.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people. Because religion and spirituality doesn't really get pushed a lot. I'm not very religious, but I think religion and spirituality are essentially one and the same. It's just kind of different.
Because it's not about spirituality. It's about consciousness.
But that leads to that, and I think you have to be in tune with that part of your mind to even be able to comprehend that. Because I know people that are just removed. They don't believe in anything.
See, consciousness is the source. Not believing in anything is a belief. Just if you say I don't believe in God, that's a belief.
But
that's consciousness
for sure. But I think that like not believing,
knowing is not knowing.
But I think not believing in anything is
a belief in itself.
It's a detachment detachment from your soul, though, from your spirit.
Everything in this life is based off belief. You have to believe. If you say I don't believe in God, that's your belief. You believe in nothing. You can't escape it.
But I don't think that's healthy.
It doesn't. We're not dealing with healthy because consciousness don't deal with that.
But to a certain extent,
what we're talking about right now, we're not dealing with what's healthy and not healthy. We're dealing with not believing in something, and inherently is paradoxically a belief.
It is, but but I feel like in that sense, when you're not believing in something, it takes away from you being able to tap into that part of your head. And I agree.
I'm just saying that's still a belief. The person who's omnipresent, who doesn't believe in anything, that's still a belief that you believe nothing.
Yeah.
You can't get around the belief. It's all about belief. That's all you can do is believe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, I agree. I don't think it's healthy not to believe in anything. But I think that if you don't believe in anything, you can fall for anything. If you don't believe in anything, you can fall for anything.
And that's where the danger is in that, I feel, because, again, like to the point that I was trying to make is that when you don't have any type of, like, faith or spirituality or anything like that, then, like you said, you're going to just start attaching subconsciously. You're going to attach yourself to some group or some type of belief system or something that is more man-made than is something that is natural in ourselves. So then you'll start, kind of falling for the propaganda stuff, falling for, bad and good, and this is the bad guy, that's the good, and all those things that kind of remove you from that way of thinking to understand that energy isn't destroyed or created. So after, like you were saying, the body is essentially a vessel for your soul and your energy. So that is going to go somewhere. If you don't believe anything happens when you die or when you pass on or when you leave this body, then like it just kind of seems like you're caught in a vicious cycle that's just going to keep on repeating itself until you're able to let go of like it. I guess the arrogance of kind of, because to me it seems like when people that I've talked to that are atheists and don't believe in anything, it kind of seems like they have their nose up in the air to everybody else and like they know better type thing. And I
haven't met too many atheists. I don't think I ever met one that was admitted it. You probably maybe I've had conversations with them, and I don't think they're bad people, but it does give to me it seems like it's a superiority complex more than anything, because the people that I've run into that don't believe in anything are kind of like, it seems like they scoff at people that, oh, like you're so silly that you believe in religion, or you're and it's like, well, I mean, whether I believe it or not, how do you know what happens? Like, what if nothing does happen? What if you are right? Then what? Then what? You know what I mean? So, just why are you? I'm not saying that one way is right or one way is the other. Like, if religion, the thing about religion, things that we could say that it's like what's right and wrong is some of the shit obvious, but religion will make you stupid. Not to call people stupid religion, but it can.
It can.
Let's say Christianity, about the story of Jesus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus wasn't Christian his damn self.
Yeah.
He was a Jew.
Yeah.
Christianity came 500 years after Jesus, quote unquote, died. So we know that it's probably some bullshit.
Yeah, and
you can't sit. No one's trying to be like, oh, how you know? I just know, you just believe it. Do you understand? You gonna believe 500 years?
Yeah.
Then they wrote about somebody.
Yeah.
Think about that. 500.
And there's no digital fucking
5 centuries after you die. I write about you.
Yeah, that's just gonna be flawed as fuck.
You really gotta think about this shit, bro. I know I don't know what happened, but it's shit like that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That you gotta really think about.
And I that's I agree with that. Like I said, I'm not very religious.
No one's saying we know it all, but we being bamboozled, bro. That's all I'm saying. I ain't even saying throw the barb out. Yeah. I'm saying we need a fine tooth comb.
Yeah.
And we need to go through this shit for real.
Figure out what's real and what's not.
Yeah, I ain't saying throw the baby out in the bathwater. Yeah. Throw the bathwater out. Yeah. Keep the baby. You know what I'm saying? Because it is truth in that body.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was gonna go to, because I'm not very religious, but like,
I mean, I grew up religious, so I know.
There is truth, and like you said, there is wisdom, and there's lessons to be taken from it. But people will get so caught up in the religion aspect of it and not see the story for what it is, and they'll get caught up on the characters. Because if you look at the Bible, the Quran, all these different religious texts, like, they're all pretty much the same stories, just different names and different,
it's literally
environments. Yeah. So it's like there is truth to it. Like, there is, like you said, wisdom. There's things that can be taken for it, and to live a quote unquote good life, like a healthy life in that sense. But like, like you said, people are writing, so inevitably there's gonna be, human element, and there's gonna be people writing it how they see fit and shit like that. I mean, their story. I mean, the library in Egypt, in Alexandria, that big ass library that when I think the Romans came, they fucking torched that shit. Yeah. So imagine how much history, how much technology, how much archives that was lost in that. And that happens when people come over and take lands, they'll fucking burn everything and rewrite history how they see fit. And that's just how history has gone. So at a certain point, like, those things are getting lost in translation and getting, now, well, I'm the winner, so this is how it went. Right. And then whenever the next person comes and takes over, well, I was the winner, so I'm going to write it in my favor and make us look good. And, like, that's, I forget what podcast I was listening to, but it kind of said that it's like, how can you be, there's people that forgot what the fuck they did yesterday.
Right.
There's people, so it's like, how can we be so fucking positive that we know what happened 100 years ago, 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago? Like, how can you be so sure? Because we have some artifacts and shit, but there's people that will like think like that. It's like, well, because I've done this and I'm certified in that, and it's like, well, don't take a fucking certification to like see this shit sometimes. Look, like, some shit is just obvious.
We don't know the religion shit, but there's a cult knowledge, bro. There's certain things that you can observe
for sure.
That's truth that you can't get around. For instance, it's like, you're not just your thoughts. There's something that is observing your thoughts.
Yeah.
There's something that's watching this shit constantly, even when you're dreaming. There's how you know you're dreaming, and it's like no one's talking about that. Like, no one's talking about the inside. It's all about the outside.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. Lucifer, metaphorically, that's what the devil wants, because everything outside is his world.
It's the distractions that you're talking about. Yeah.
You're not going to find God outside. It won't happen. It's not. No.
Yep.
This is Lucifer. God is inside. And that's why they got us so addicted to these shits, bro. Because why? It keeps you outside.
It keeps your attention.
And in fact, not only does it keep you out, it's reflecting your mind. This phone is a direct reflection of what you can do.
Yeah. Fact.
The human temple
can
do the same thing this phone can do. That's how they got it. We're the original technology, bro.
Yeah.
If we didn't have so many things to hide, had so many regret, shame, emotions that blocked us, I could send you a thought, and you could receive it just like a fucking text message. Just how, bro, if you was in Japan, I could FaceTime you and you could show me.
Yeah.
We can do that too, but we got so much shit to hide. We got so much shit on our hearts that we'll never let anyone get that close to us.
Damn.
It's deep. You don't get a phone without a human.
Yeah.
Same with a computer. I can fucking send you all type of shit for real. Because we're receivers. All we do is receive. You don't create any thought. Every thought that you have, you receive that through a frequency based on the vibration that you have. You don't create anything. Everything that you can ever think of has already been created by the Most High that's created all this shit that we call God. It's already here. All you got to do is align yourself through your vibration and align yourself through your frequency to align yourself with said desire or manifestation. It's all about that. Light, waves, frequency, magnetism. None of this shit really matters, bro. Even the shit we're doing now. It doesn't matter, bro. And
I think it matters in the sense of, putting out a good message and letting people hear that shit.
Only thing that matters is you and me. Yeah. Not Eric and Mike. Man and a woman. Man, humans. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Really. All this shit is Lucifer, bro. It's all the devil's work. It's Satanism. We're all worshiping the devil when we participate in the material world. When you feel like you can't not get on Instagram, that attachment, that's feeding the devil, bruh. Metaphorically. That shit ain't nothing like what they done told you, bruh. And that's why people be doing shit. I don't know why I do it. They keep doing the same thing over and over, going, goddamn well, you don't even want to do that. But you keep doing it. That's Lucifer. He has that power. Lucifer, ironically, Lucifer actually has no power. You have the power. But you give it to Lucifer because he's the Lord of deceit. He tricks you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Bob Marley told us, bro, the power in the people. You have the power, bro. Nobody can make you do anything at all.
Facts.
You know, it's like, hey, the devil, it say in the Bible, like, the devil told Eve that if you eat the apple, you be more like God, right? But why the fuck you ain't eat it? Why the fuck you telling me to eat it? The Lucifer? You eat it, bitch, if you want to be more like God. But it's like, it's shit like that that you don't think about, bro. The devil tricky.
Yeah.
He's tricky. He's been here. This is his world. He's been here forever. Lucifer ain't nothing, don't mean nothing but light barrier. He's a fallen angel. He brings light out of darkness. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he knows what your heart's like. And the paradox is that you are Lucifer. Lucifer is you. It's an archetype. It's an aspect of your lower self, your beast in you, and you have a higher self in you that's godlike. Yeah, like you're a child of God. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And he even told us Lucifer used to be an angel in heaven. It's just in this life you have certain components, bro. You have certain principles, and one of those principles is duality. The principle of duality is that as above, so below. You can't have one without the other. Yeah. To have darkness, you gotta have light. To be tall, you gotta have short. To have hot, you gotta have cold. Yeah. It can't exist without. It has to be like that. And that's the secret. One of the secrets on manifestation. It's all about vibration, bro. How you think influences how you vibrate, and how you vibrate influences your frequency. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And your frequency is going to influence your reality. Because it's just like a fucking radio fine-tuning, bro. You got to align yourself. What you want already exists. You don't need to create it. It's already been created. Yeah. That's not your fucking job. You ain't God. You're God-like. You see what I'm saying? You're a child of God. You see what I'm saying? So, you, as humans, we need to figure out what we want and align ourselves with that. And that's a whole other conversation, obviously, on manifestation. But that's the goal. It's not about attracting. I mean, it's not about chasing. It's about attracting. You got to attract your electromagnetic chemical being. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You got to use your powers, bro. This shit's crazy, bro. We're the real technology, bro. And we all caught up in this shit, bro. We are the true, like, man, this shit crazy, bro. But it gotta be like this, because when you rich and elite, you don't want, like, it's this shit's by design. It's not by coincidence. This ain't natural. Yeah. Like, this shit is planned and deliberate. How we function, how we are, and it's a reason. Like in slavery, they didn't want motherfuckers reading. Yeah. Like just knowing 10 words, bro, could lead you to reading a book. Yeah. Like that's how powerful the mind is. Like if you just want to learn like 10 words, that can just, even learning one word gonna lead to it. Like, you feel me? So there's power. We got to stop. We must deliberately look and research and educate ourselves. Stop letting things or people just, like, everything I'm saying, don't believe me. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah, go look that shit up.
Go Google this shit as we talk. Like, don't believe me. You know, like, investigate yourself, bro, and you'll find in your journey your own truth. Like, I'm not here to convince anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but there's people that, I mean, that deliberately don't look up stuff because they're scared of what they're gonna find, whether it's good or bad.
People lazy too.
Well, that too, but I've talked to people that like will just because for me at least, like when there was times of that I had whatever unrest or my mind was not at ease or whatever, and there was something bothering me, I would just go do some research on it, go look it up, understand, it's just whatever, I broke my toe or something, or something mental or something that I'm gonna go try something new for the first time or whatever. You just do a little bit of research on it, and it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it seems. But people will just, like you said, will just live in that fear because it's easier to do that. And people want to be right, but in negative ways sometimes. Like they want to be right about their suffering and all that shit. When it's like, why? Like, why? Just
well,
then you don't have to suffer.
We are taught to be stupid.
Yeah.
All stupidity is not thinking, not using your brain.
Mm-hmm.
That's stupid. You don't fucking use the brain you have. And it's like people are taught that. We're literally taught to be stupid, bro. And there's no diss to people, but it's like it has to be like this for people to be rich.
Yeah.
Like
we're employees essentially.
You can't, yeah, brother. Y'all just gotta look at it from outside. Take yourself out the system and just look like, whoa. Okay, you need a whole bunch of po-ass people and keep them down. You gotta make sure you gotta keep them entertained, keep them stupid, because if they do get educated, they gonna fucking take our money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's a system. It make perfect sense. There's no diss. It's like it's designed. Poor people stay poor. Rich people get richer. Yeah. There's no coincidence. It's capitalism, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like Bob Marley, motherfucking Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Muhammad. Like a lot of these people, they tried to really change things and get the people on their back, and they got killed. Why you think? Anybody else try to do the same, they gonna get their ass killed. Like it all you can do is, bro, find a healthy lifestyle for yourself.
Yeah.
Do what makes you happy. Stop doing shit that you feel bad about after you doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You feeling ashamed. Like stop. That has to stop. You got to show yourself more love.
For real.
And you know, take care of yourself. Like you got people who take care of animals more than they take care of themselves, or just concerned or care more.
Yeah.
You got to treat yourself like you're somebody you're responsible for, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even as an adult, you got to constantly take care of yourself. Like life gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean, a lot of people do neglect themselves, and it shows. It fucking shows.
I understand why, but I'm just saying, like, at some point you can't feel sorry for people, bro, because I used to feel bad for a lot of people, bro. But it was affecting me, and I had to realize that you can't, because people choosing this shit, bro.
Yeah.
People know better, and they still choose to not do better, because a lot of times they feel bad for themselves. They play victim. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They just straight up lazy, or they're addicted to suffering. Yeah. Like, they don't want to do better because it feels good fucking eating a whole fucking box of pizza. It feels good smoking 3 joints. It feels good whatever your vice is. Like, it feels good eating brownies, cookies, cheeseburger, french fries. Like, a lot of people don't want to give that up. It doesn't, nothing, like, I feel like when you got snipped that umbilical cord, bro, that's like that void starts. Like, I feel like we're all born with a void, an emptiness in us, all of us, that we grow with, and if we don't find a healthy way to fill the void, then you end up doing destructive ways to fill it. For sure. And it has to get filled regardless. Yeah. But a lot of us, we choose destructive ways to fill this void, that if we could fill it with self-love, the real source, we would get a whole different reality. But we don't feel that void.
Isn't that love. Wild?
We fill it with fear, and it's like,
isn't that wild how it really is, like, it really is that simple.
It's
like,
simple.
It's hard to do, but like the solution is really that simple.
Well, it's so much temptation, Eric. You're under attack by elitists, people who are in power, people who want to keep you down so they can capitalize off of you. When you're drinking Gatorade, you got Patron, you got Apple. We're fulfilling these brands. Yeah. We're the reason they're rich. Yep. And our kids are going to be the reason they're rich. Like you, name, whatever brand, Newmark, Corzone, Bic. We're the reason. You get what I'm saying? Yep. So it's like, it's a system, bro, and you got to be aware of the system, bro. And if you're going to participate in the system, you got to find a healthy balance. Like, it's enough for everyone. It's just about knowledge and understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's simpler. It's easier said than done. But it gets easier the more you learn. The more you know, it gets easier.
Thing is too is that they really do make it hard to not be part of the system though, because because even now, like, you can't just go into a fucking random woods and just live in the woods, because that somebody owns that land and they're called trespassing and all. So like they have it down to
the system for sure.
It's wild. So like, to your point, like, you have to find what's gonna make you happy within that healthy in that system and fucking make it work.
Because the only other option is death. Suicide. It's literally tatted on my neck, bro. Freedom is death, bro. You would never be free unless you're willing to die.
Facts.
You can't negotiate your freedom. The fuck are we talking about?
Damn.
You can't.
Yeah, people don't want to hear that shit.
You have to be willing to die for it. You
Yeah.
got to be willing to give up everything. You got to be willing to leave your kids, bro.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to leave your mom. Like, that's how much you believe. Like,
Yeah.
and it's fear. No, you had me till you said that. I think I'm gonna be a slave. That was great. No, I want to die. Hey, I'll lose the house.
Yeah.
You know, I'll quit the job. You know what I'm saying? I'll stop eating pig.
Yeah.
But death? Yeah, Mike. I think I'm good on that. Death is serious. Like, it's so sensitized, like, desensitized right now. But really think, bro, if we was in a death situation, like, how scared that really would be.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you see it every day, but imagine you was actually in a situation where it's like, whoa, bro, I was afraid. Like, I almost thought I was dead.
And a lot of that,
no trying to deal with that.
Yeah,
like,
and a lot of that
houses and shit.
a lot of that is fucking just primal instinct at that point. Bro. Like, even if like
it's hard to go against that.
Yeah, even if you're not necessarily scared of death, like in that moment while it's happening, that emotion is gonna come up just by instinct.
It's deep, bro. They got us by the balls, bro.
Yeah,
all you can do is find something healthy, bro. Jesus told us, bro, be in the world, not of it, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get too attached. Buddha said it too. Don't get too attached in the world, bro. And the best way for everyone who like would need advice or need help, bro, my advice to them, bro, if they want to detach, change, or they need something new, they feel like hold back, fast. That's the only way to spiritually strengthen yourself.
What's the longest you fasted?
4 days, no
4
food,
days?
just water.
Damn, I've done 2.5 days, no food, just water.
But I do these things often. Like, I don't just do them when I shit get bad. Like, I try to fast a fruit fast at least once a week or 2 weeks. Like, I usually don't go 2 weeks without fasting fruit. You know what I'm saying?
And when you do that, like, you just do it for a day, or you do that
1 to 2 days, depending how I feel, but one minimum. It gotta be 1 day for sure. But I'll be feeling good, so I'll go another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fancy fruits, they know me. Like, I see when I'm in there. But like, you gotta fast, and like, it's tough. It's not easy, bro.
Yeah.
If it was easy, everyone would be doing it, and we're addicted. Shit. Like, there's chemicals in the food that makes your
I mean, you're essentially you'll be going through many withdrawals, especially because I know
it gets easier though.
Yeah, it does. Like I said, the longest I've done was 2.5 days, and it was actually like surprisingly easy. Like relatively, like I wasn't. There was times where I was hungry, but there was never a time where I was like, God damn, like I'm so fucking hungry right now. Like it was pretty, but again, I had been doing it for a while. I had been building up. I had done a 24-hour fast before, so I just kind of was building up to it. I've been fasting like on and off now for like probably like 3 or 4 years now. Right. So like again, like you have to build to it, and people that want to start now, And
it's not just food though.
Yeah.
It's also social media. It's whatever that you're attached to.
Yep.
Not just food.
Just let that shit go.
Food is the most common thing people are attached to. It's the easiest thing because there's chemicals in there. So it's like you're really under attack. It's really physical and mental.
Internal attack. Yeah.
You're not just mentally. You're physically feeding for that shit too.
Yeah. Especially with the sugars also, and shit like that.
It could be negativity, like motherfuckers watching reality shows and this drama. Like whatever you feel like you can't let go, or you need to let go, or you feel like it's taking a hold of you, or you need to detach from that.
Like that Love Island shit and all that. People watching that shit, and like I feel like people don't understand. Like that's just kind of fucked up. Like they put them on an island. I just like I know people that have seen it. Like I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I don't be watching that shit but like they'll put people on remote islands. They have no phone, no contact to the outside world, and there's cameras everywhere. And the producers are like intentionally like antagonizing shit and stuff like that. Like,
but that's okay, bro. You know how I look at it is like, bro, that's just the way the world gonna be, bro. But for people like us, the people out here who need some more substance, something more spiritually liberating, it's like shit like that gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just people gonna watch that, bro. Like it just is what it is. Like people gonna want to see drama, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, I just understand it.
Yeah,
it's a market for it. I understand it. It's ignorance.
It's just funny. Like you just see the contradiction in people all the time. Like people will be saying shit, but then you kind of like look at what they're doing and how they're living and what they're watching. And it's like, oh, like I get it. Like the answer's right there. Like how do you not see that shit?
So behavior. It's like I don't read minds. I read behavior, and human behavior is a direct reflection of what they think.
Yep.
You can't hide it.
Yeah.
You know?
And people would just be blind to their
like,
own shit.
It's about, I'm a sorcerer, bro. It's like what I was telling you, got to deal with sources. The source is the mind, not the body.
Yeah.
The body is an extension of the mind.
Mm.
See what I'm saying? And you got to remember things like that, bro. Especially when you're in your alchemist mind. Like,
yeah, man,
you got to deal with source. It's just like Africa. Everyone comes from Africa. Africa don't come from no one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You got to deal with the sources of things.
Yeah.
Because in life, you have duality. And there's a source, but from that source is an extension, of like a pole. You see what I'm saying? You got hate, you got love, which is the source, but from that is hate. It's an extension of it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But we don't deal with hate, we deal with love, because that's the source. You don't get love from hate. You get hate from love. I mean, you don't get hate from love, you get love from hate.
Yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah.
You don't, the wise man can play a fool. A fool can't play wise.
Yeah.
Who's the source? You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You got to deal with sources.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, I took a trip the other day. That shit fucking...
Mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit fucking... I needed that shit. It cleared my mind up a little bit. Like, it kind of just...
I got a few bad girl right now.
Man, I'm going to have to hit you up.
Some Treasure Coast and some Lizard King.
How's that, like... What is that process like? I just started growing
some again.
What is that process like?
Like, so... There's different ways you can grow mushrooms, but like how I do it, I use coconut, like shredded coconuts, and it's like a substrate that instead of like poop, you know what I'm saying? Because you can use like
fertilizer and shit,
but fertilizer, but it'll smell, it's messy. Who the fuck trying to deal with all that shit?
Literally,
like when you can deal with that, you get the same results.
Yeah.
But before you put in the substrate, the cocoa core, you can use rice, so you need spores, like so mushrooms. They're more close to fungi than they are to plants. Yeah, they're fungi, so they're more related to animals than they are to plants. Believe it or not, mushrooms. So they need the spore. They don't have seeds; they have spores. So the spores need something to eat on and feed on. So you can use rice. You can use corn. What's the corn balls? Kernels. Yeah. Use those. And other rye seeds, you seeds, and it feeds on those. And so when you inoculate those, inject them, you let them inoculate for maybe 7 to 30 days, and the spores turn into mycelium. Mycelium is basically it's where the psilocybin comes from. Psilocybin is the main active ingredient that gets you high in it, and that comes from mycelium. It's basically a network of the mushrooms before they primordial and become actual mushrooms. Yeah. So once the mycelium, they feed and get on the whole bag, you then got to break that up and put it into the cocoa, substrate, and then basically it's going to recolonize. So they was all colonized in that bag. Yeah. Once you break it up, they're gonna come together in that to form one big ass block of colonized seeds or rice, whatever you use. And then they primordial. And that means that they just basically thicken and come together so much that they form mushrooms. Yeah. And you'll start to see it. And then, it's all maybe a 3 months process. Oh, right. But that's what happens. Damn. And then once they get big enough, right before the veil breaks, you snap them and dehydrate them. And then another batch comes. Because
isn't it like once you dehydrate them, they're like, that's when it starts becoming a problem legally, no?
No, it'll be an issue legally just growing them.
Oh, just growing
them. It actually happened them in general because July 1st of 2025, this year, they created a law that you can no longer have them for scientific purposes. So before, how I was getting them, I had got them in the past when it was legal. You can order them online for scientific purposes, educational purposes. Yeah. Study the spores under a microscope. Yeah. But
I mean, that shit is scientific as fuck.
At the point that you then try to grow them, that's when it becomes illegal. But people was doing that anyway. It was like people was doing that, so that's why they just made the law. You know what? You can't even have them for microscopic purposes because you know what I'm saying. You know what y'all ass doing. Damn. But you can go to out of state and pick them up, or if you already have some, like myself, you can clone them. I also know how to clone mushrooms, and so by cloning them, I never need to buy them again. Damn, they can last up to 10 years.
Legit biologist.
Yeah, I can clone them, and it's forever.
You been growing your own fruit and shit like that too, or like any like tomatoes or nothing like that?
I live in an apartment, so I don't really have the space for that.
I guess that.
But
makes
like
sense,
as a young boy, I used to with my grandfather. Like I can grow corn,
Yeah.
watermelon, grapes, sunflowers, potatoes, radish, okra.
Damn.
Anything, any vegetable I can do. Yeah.
Shit, you got the green thumb.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, till it, like, all that. My granddaddy, he from Alabama, country ass.
That makes
Definitely
sense.
taught me a thing or two. I can't even lie.
Yeah, that's something
And
that
shit like that, you don't really know till you older and realize, like, a lot
that
of
shit's
people didn't
valuable
get
as
that.
fuck.
Yeah.
That's valuable to fucking
It's actually fun, too, just seeing that shit, like, the results. It's fulfilling.
Well, I had some fucking plants growing out in the back, and like I'm not really
I saw
like
it. Some of them look dead.
No, I gotta retry. Yeah, I got like a little thing, like a 15 little seeds left, so I'm gonna
marijuana's really hard to grow, to be honest.
Yeah, and since like I don't really have like a direct light source, because on my patio it like gets sun for like 5 to 6 hours a day maybe, so that's not enough. So I've been thinking about maybe getting a little grow light and really trying it out and really like giving it a solid try, because I did these just to kind of grow
light's gonna be your best situation.
Yeah, I had like fucking 20 seeds, so I'm like, fuck, might as well just see how it goes and like try my hand on it. But yeah, this batch is about done. But like I said, I have a few more that I'm gonna try and like actually get like better pots, and I know somebody who has like a whole greenhouse, so that they have a whole. They can
definitely show you some things.
Yeah, but they're growing like all types of shit, like chili, strawberries, all that shit. So they have like a whole sunflowers, like they have legit. So they already offered. If you need any grow lights, like I got some extra ones.
You might as well take it. See what you can do, but you gotta be dedicated.
Yeah, I gotta be on top of that shit. So hey, who knows? Maybe, but I definitely would like to. I tried growing an avocado. My girl gave me an avocado seed, and it kind of worked. But I don't really
do it, bro. You need a damn house or something.
Yeah,
where the fuck you putting it? You can't just have an avocado tree on your damn porch. Like,
right? Yes.
That shit gotta be. It's a tree, bitch. That shit in the ground. Like,
shit.
I actually seen avocado trees in houses and shit. Papaya, avocados, bananas.
I think pineapples are the coolest.
In the ground.
Yeah, I think pineapples are the coolest how they grow.
Yeah,
they be going like out like that.
Yeah,
fucking pick that shit.
Carrots the same.
Yeah.
I'll pull a carrot out that bitch. It's fucking big. Hell yeah. You be like, hell yeah, we about to make some beef stew, bitch. Hey,
yeah, somebody told me that carrots are not natural. Is that true?
That. Ain't no telling.
Fair enough. Yeah, I heard that. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, but
bro, at this point, they don't tell them, bro. They have babies in tubes, bro. Ain't no telling, bro. Like they saying the meat ain't even real. Like
well, all that fucking Impossible Burger and all that fucking shit is fucking.
Bro. I can't even confirm or deny.
Yeah, fair enough. That shit.
I don't trust it. That's all.
Yeah,
and that's what happens, and that's what they do they create such a distortion in trust.
Yeah,
you trust
that shit seems real. We'll make it real enough, but real enough for you to believe this bullshit. Essentially, everything like you're saying with food, with fucking
man. For the people, bro, make sure y'all pray. Make sure y'all meditate, even if it's for 2 minutes, bro. Please, I need y'all to meditate because when you pray and don't meditate, bro, it's like calling God, and then when He call you back, you don't answer. That's what it's like, bro. You have to meditate, bro. And most people ain't trying to meditate, bro. You got to. It's essential. You praying for nothing if you're not meditating. Give yourself moments of silence. Give yourself moments of just, be an observer. Like, you let the mind do its course. And the goal is not to attach yourself to the thoughts. Let them go. Let the feeling, let them go. And then as you let them go, you'll find yourself to come with just what is. Like, you'll find yourself in a space that's like, whoa, I just left for real.
Yeah.
Like, for real, I'm telling you, I'll do this.
Nah, for real, like that feeling of
you gotta do it long enough to
Yeah.
let the mind kind of settle. Because when you get in that state, it's like water, bro. It's real rippled. And like the more you touch your thoughts or entertain the thoughts or feed them or observe the thought or like attach yourself to thoughts, you're nothing but like touching the water again. And now it's going to take even longer for you to kind of transcend into that space that you kind of leave the body.
Yeah, that's why I like this fucking balcony that I have, because that shit's right outside overlooking that little pond. It's got a little fountain, so it's real easy to just sit back and just fucking let that shit go. But, you know, last thing before we get out of here, that, you know, kind of to your point that, again, people get scared of sitting in their own mind and being with their own thoughts, and that's kind of, you know, that's the deterrent of sitting down and meditating and like just being with yourself. People just get fucking. And I'll say this a million times. I just don't understand like how like you live with yourself your whole fucking life. Like, why would you not want to? Even if you don't show it to the world or whatever. Like, why would you not want to know yourself? You can still be quiet. You can still be anti-social, whatever. But like, why would you not want to be in tune with yourself?
Because
at least
you hate yourself. It all comes down to self-hatred because a lot of people don't love themselves. They love who they think they are. They don't love them. Yeah. And it's like if they actually faced in the mirror and really saw who they was, they would realize, damn, I don't like this, bro. Like, it's all a facade. I'm really not that. People love who they think they are.
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
Yeah.
People actually don't love self who they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to let go of who you think you are and deal with who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can get somewhere.
For sure.
But a lot of us, it's like we're not dealing. We're too caught up in thought. Like, thought, bro. It's like that's the devil talk, bro. God don't talk. God is silence, bro. And if you fast, you would see that and observe that. Because food and all that shit fuck with your mind, bro.
Yeah, your hormones and all that shit.
And it's like, and it takes energy to break down all that food. It takes energy to stay attached and pay attention and all this shit. Like, let that shit go, bro. That take energy. That drains you.
Yeah.
Paying attention to shit don't even fucking matter. Like, what the fuck, bro? Relax, bro. Like, you tripping. You doing too much.
For real. So, putting your attention on the wrong shit.
Pay attention, bro. Like, we're giving out our attention for free, and it don't work like that, bro. No, and you're gonna bankrupt yourself.
Facts. Like, emotionally, mentally real, bankrupt yourself. That's a fucking great way to, for real.
T-shirt.
Bro, you rap still?
Not really, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I do what I do, bro, but like,
cause I saw
I'm in free minds, like, so in the clip, so like, with sometimes I go on there, but
yeah, cause I saw that they got that studio's dope as fuck. That trippy studio that they got, that shit's dope as fuck. Every time I say I try to repost that shit and like it, that shit's dope.
Yeah, that's at my crib.
For real? Yeah. Damn, let me go see that shit, dog. That shit be dope as fuck.
Yeah. That's
that shit is fucking.
And sometimes I like do shit, but not really, bro. I'm not really a rapper.
Yeah.
But like, if they want me to do something, I will. And it's like, I got money too, so sometimes I look good for the camera and shit. Like, just to flex on
a little
shit,
bit.
Fuck.
Paint that picture a little bit.
I get money, bro. You feel me?
Shit. Well,
hey, follow me on Instagram.
Go ahead.
Florida Finest One. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't make you drink the water, but I can show you where the water at. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight motivation over there.
Yeah, definitely a good follow if you're looking for some fucking motivational shit. There's funny shit that's also motivational as well. You know, you gotta have fun with this sometimes.
Because you can't be too serious.
For real. Yeah, for real. So, this is what? 234, episode 234 in the books.
Get it.
Like, subscribe, comment, rate, follow across all platforms. We're on YouTube.
No hangover.
We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. Check us out on our socials on Instagram at No Hangover Podcast and on TikTok at No_Hangover. Engage with me, comment, like the reels, watch the videos. I strongly suggest with all of my podcasts. I know they're a little bit long-winded, but watch the whole thing. The conversations are good. They're informative. Sure. I get people on that know what they're talking about and have good opinions on things or just have good conversations. So the reels are cool. I appreciate the love on the reels and the shorts, but I highly encourage watch the whole video. It doesn't have to be in one sitting, but just watch the whole thing. So these conversations start making a little bit more sense. Mike, I appreciate you, dog.
You know it, bro.
Everybody love everybody.
Love.
Deuces. Jackie Moon.